Welcome to this special interview for Inside LVMH. Today we have the privilege of speaking with the CEO of Belmont, Dan Ruff. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
I'm so excited to take you into the legendary world of Belmont, a brand that continues to push the boundaries of hospitality and exceptional travel experiences. And I'm also joined by two next-generation talents from within the LVMH group. We have Claire, who's a sales manager for trains and cruises in the Belmont corporate office, and Josh, a senior e-commerce manager from Kendo from LVMH's beauty division. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Well, if you guys are all ready, let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
Dan, it's such an honor to have you here with us. And to start, I'd love to hear more about your personal career path. You went from investment banking to leading Belmont. That's quite the transition. Can you tell us about it?
For me, investment banking was really kind of foundational because in undergraduate, I studied histories and languages and cultures, which were really my passions growing up. But I knew that to run a business someday, I needed to have strong financial foundations. From there, it allowed me to bounce into hospitality. I worked in mergers and acquisitions for a very large hotel company, which gave me the opportunity to travel around the world. It gave me the opportunity eventually to work in different sectors of hospitality. So I've managed to work from luxury to economy in owned estate, in managed estate, in the franchised world. So I've seen all aspects of hospitality now. And then I've come home to the one I love the most, which is really luxury hospitality.
Transitioning now to Belmont, what should we know about Belmont?
Belmont is really an exceptional portfolio of almost 50 properties around the world, from our hotels, our trains, our cruises, our safaris, from the Mount Nelson Hotel in Cape Town to the Hotel in Rio in Brazil, to the Marquette Saison here in the United Kingdom, and of course our trains. Our iconic Venice Simplon Orient Express is really the epitome and the door to the Belmont brand. Now, each of these trains and hotels and cruises and safaris, they each have their own identity, their own brand in themselves, and that's really critical to who we are. And Belmont is a curator, bringing this red thread of who we are across all of the portfolio.
Let's talk about the business aspect. I'm really curious, what is the strategy of Belmont? What is the vision?
We came into the LVMH group 5 years ago. And over the last 5 years, we've been hugely focused on two things. One is delivering exceptional guest experience across every touch point of our guest journey, and really making sure that all of our brands, the property brands in Belmont itself, are the most desirable hospitality brands in the world. And we've taken a big step. 5 years ago, when we looked at who we are, we said, you know what? We're amongst the best across any metric we can find. Now, we're very confident that our foundation is at the next level. Across, when we look at guest experience, when we look at market share, we are real leaders in the industry, which gives us an amazing hopping off point for the next 5 years. The next 5 years is going to be doubling down on the concept of slow luxury. Slow luxury is truly what differentiates us in the industry, and it allows us to really deliver our purpose, which is to perpetuate the legendary art of travel.
So you mentioned slow luxury, and I'm so intrigued by this. What is it exactly, and why is it so appealing to today's travelers?
I think the greatest luxury for our guests today is the concept of time, of valuing time. And slow luxury for Belmont is two things. One is around this concept of time being incredibly valuable. The second is around mindful living. So it's our job, it's our opportunity to create experiences throughout our entire guest journey, to give them the option to disconnect from the crazy world that they're living in every day, and to reconnect with the people they're traveling with, to the places they're in, but also to themselves. And this is where this mindful living comes in. I think slow luxury defines who we are. It defines who we've always been. And I think it's really an amazing opportunity for us to differentiate from the rest of hospitality and luxury hospitality in the years to come.
Thank you so much. Well, and Claire, you're on the Belmont team. Do you have a question specifically around the brand for Dan?
Yeah, Dan, I'm just curious what you think makes Belmont stand out in the luxury hospitality industry.
Besides our amazing trains and cruises, which really, truly are differentiating, because if you think about the industry, it was built by hotel companies, and Belmont, through entrepreneurship, we were the first really to expand it into journeys, to talk about trains, to talk about boats, and this is really unique and special to us. But the thing that really differentiates Belmont, really makes Belmont stand out is our people. Our people who we encourage to be genuine versions of themselves. And in a hospitality world that's very scripted and very standardized, it differentiates us. And our guests really react to that. They react to our people speaking to them as human beings. They react to the personal connections that they develop with our teams. And this is true across our entire population. This is true from our gardeners to our waiters to our general managers. It really is who we are, and it's really something that we hear in all of our guest reviews. Wow, your team, they're really special.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Josh, what question does this bring up for you?
Yes, thank you. Could you give us a few more examples of Belmont's visionary spirit?
I think we've been pushing boundaries really since our inception. But a latest, greatest example is what we've done with the artist JR on the Observatoire carriage for the Venice Simplon Orient Express. We took a derelict carriage. We worked with JR to create something that is somehow a piece of art. And at the same time, it is a room. It's a place where a guest will stay on a journey. I've never seen anything else like it in hospitality. It is so special. You can be lost in it for days upon days, trying to figure out all of the quirks and the intricacies in JR's creativity. It's really, really special. And the way we launched it was pretty amazing as well. So it was a throwback to what our founder, Jim Sherwood, did when he launched the Venice Simplon Orient Express 40 years ago. We took this carriage in Biennale, where the world of, the who's who in art are in Venice for Biennale. We put the carriage on a barge and we floated it in through the canals of Venice. It was the star of Biennale and the most talked about thing in Venice. And if you haven't seen it, go Google it. It is wow.
Thank you so much. So now that we've been able to understand what the core values of Belmont are, let's explore how they connect and align with LVMH's commitments to sustainability and to society.